Welcome to Callie's Take. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you can get the newest content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in. Clippers coach Ty Lue has an excitement going on right now. He's very excited about what's happening, and he has, basically, made a pretty huge, announcement in regards to, the Clippers camp and everything, just about his level of excitement of what he sees. And the fact that, going into tonight's game versus the Hornets, that he has some new toys to play with. And in regards to that, we know the Clippers have not been healthy, for the most part throughout the season, pretty much none of the season, not fully healthy. And I was just reading some reports here lately that Ty Lue is excited that he's going to get everybody back, and they're going to have a full healthy roster ready for the Charlotte Hornets tonight. And, that's very exciting news. Even though it seems very cliche, it's very exciting news for the Clippers because, as I said before, their biggest Achilles heel is their health. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for health, they probably would have won a championship by now. And I believe a lot of people believe that. A lot of people know that. So, or at least they would have made a finals by now, I believe. So, just the fact of having everybody back, Norman Powell will be back, of course, Kawhi, PG, Luke Kennard already came back as well with them. It's just going to be, he's going to have a full roster to actually have different, toys to play with and put out there, and everybody's going to be on the floor. Everybody's going to be available at once. And I know for Ty Lue, that's a blessing, and that's a blessing because, I'm pretty sure Ty Lue can probably, maybe count on two hands how many times he's had a full roster, with this team since he's been on this team, or maybe not literally, but figuratively. I mean, this team has just not been able to stay healthy to save their life. And, as I said before, that's what's hindered them from getting to where they want to be. Now, the fact that he's going to have a full roster, with these guys. Now maybe, Ty Lue can make the right adjustments and, do the interchangeable lineups and be more concise with his lineups and staggering people's minutes the right way. Maybe now he can, figure out how to do that in a good fashion where it'll benefit the Clippers, and he could figure out what rotations he likes, what he sees, benefits him better in regards to coming off the bench with certain rotations and how they fit with the starters when he intertwines them. I mean, a lot is to be excited for if this roster is completely fully healthy, because we haven't seen it all this year, and we really haven't seen it, since they've been together, honestly, as a team. So, this year's the year a lot of people picked them to win it all, of course. So it's definitely, warranted for them to be out there together and play all at a high level. But it's just very, very, limited in seeing them do that, because it's like, man, if it's not Kawhi, it's PG. If it's not PG, it's Luke Kennard. If it's not Luke Kennard, it's Norman Powell. If it's not Norman Powell, it's Reggie Jackson. You see what I'm saying? And now all of them are fully activated and just ready to go. And it seems very, very weird to me, kind of, because it's like I done got so used to the Clippers, somebody always missing out of the lineup or somebody always not being there or something like that. I done got so used to it. It just feels kind of awkward, the fact that, everybody's going to be actively available and, it's actually happening. Hopefully, I don't want to get too excited because, anything can happen at any moment, but hopefully, they can sustain this. They need to at least have about a good 20 plus games where everybody is fully activated this season, at least, going forward, what I'm saying? But I know it's not going to be like that because they still got many restrictions and, with, Kawhi and everything, it's just, you gotta, he's still not playing back to backs or something like that, I believe. So, it just seems like, it's going to be tough for that to happen, but maybe going forward, we could see more of the roster, more of this team, together on the floor, because I think the Clippers understand everything, the media, along with, everybody else, NBA fans, NBA gurus, whoever's out there. This team got to play. This team got to get that chemistry. And the only way to get it is for everybody to be healthy, and they got to get everybody on the floor. I know they want to, substitute and, cut people's time, minutes, and, not do back to backs and all those things, being precautious. But being precautious can get you nowhere. Being precautious can get you without a championship. And the Clippers are going to have to, I think they're starting to realize that, not because they're listening to the media, but I think they're starting to realize it because it's actually true. I mean, if you don't get this roster complete together and where they can build that continuity, I don't really care how many pieces you got on there. They're just pieces if they're not all put together like a puzzle. That's just the way it is. So, I mean, the excitement is there, for everybody to be activated, because that's what it is right now. Ty Lue is probably trying to draw up some things now in regards to his lineups and everything, because he doesn't really get the opportunity to coach all his players at once, seem like, because like I said before, it seems like somebody's always missing. So, this is this is good news for Clippers Nation. Definitely is, because if everybody's active, everybody's healthy, now it's just a point of staggering minutes, getting everybody touches as much as possible, and allowing everybody to eat, as much as possible on the floor, when you put them in, because now it's like other teams that play the Clippers, they usually play the Clippers with the mind state of, oh, well, the Clippers are always missing somebody. They're missing this guy. They're missing that guy. So we don't have to make so many adjustments. Now playing the Clippers going forward, hopefully if they can all sustain their health and, stay active, it's going to be hard for teams to game plan against the Clippers, because it's already hard enough to beat them with Kawhi and PG on the floor. Now you're adding Zubac back, you're adding Reggie Jackson back, you're adding Norman Powell back. And with those pieces right there, along with all the firepower they have, it's going to make them so much more deadlier. And maybe now they can go on more of a winning streak and, better their record as well, because, that Western Conference is so tight right now. I mean, it's 1 or 2 games, which is the difference between the second or the first and the 8th seed, seem like. So it's like, the Clippers need everybody active right now. They need everybody healthy, especially at this point, because they need to kind of separate themselves, from the pack in the West, so they can be amongst one of the best teams in the West, and they can solidify a playoff spot instead of, hovering around that, 6 to 8 range in the seeding. So where you might possibly have to play a play-in tournament game, you don't want to have to do that if you don't have to. Of course, you want to, definitely make a playoff spot so you can avoid that. And the only way they're going to do that is for all of them to play, for most of them, for everybody to be healthy, be out there, contributing and really trying to build this foundation that they have and kind of take it from there. So I'm happy the fact that, Ty Lue is happy that he has everybody in his lineup ready to go. Everybody's active, and hopefully he throws everything at, the Charlotte Hornets as much as they can handle. And, hopefully they take care of business there, with them, and hopefully they just build on top of what they have, as a team, because they're going to need it, because it's going to get tougher, and their schedule's about to get tough here soon. So with everybody being active and healthy, a fully healthy roster, the Clippers are definitely scary, but they're definitely going to have some competition in front of them. So they definitely need to get healthy, and I'm glad they're all healthy right now. I'm glad everybody was at practice, full participation, which was what I was reading. So you can definitely check it out yourself and read some more into that. But so if that's the case, then I mean, hey, you got everything you need. If everybody's healthy, hopefully everybody stays that way, at least, for at least a 10-20 game stretch, which would be good, which would be kind of hard, because as I know, Kawhi and them have, minutes restrictions and all that stuff, but, no back-to-backs. But still, if they can find a way to get a 10-20 game stretch in there of pretty much, for the most part, everybody playing, everybody being out there on the floor contributing, or, everybody, a full roster, get that type of continuity. It can actually build their confidence within the locker room even more, and it can allow them to go out there and do some special things when it comes playoff time. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check out my other videos if you haven't. And hey, till next time.